Ask America.
Welcome to Aaron Ask America. Today we have our first returning guest, my son and producer, the half owner of this show. His name is Dexter. Last time we spoke to him, it was right after church camp, and now he is fully a junior in high school. So Dexter, producer, thanks for coming back on the show.
You're welcome. It's fun to be on the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
So do you want to be the guest every time going forward now?
No,
Oh,
because I got to do the producing stuff.
yeah, that's true.
I can't just be every guest because then like everybody's like expecting a new person to come on, not like the same person every single time, you know?
So what is your favorite part about producing the show?
Probably because like when you see all the shots on like the short thing, like those are literally all me. Like the switching, like that's me. And that's you like pulling the films from like me recording you guys and putting all the stuff on.
Like all the times that I've talked to you about like creating, right? This is the kind of the most creative thing that you've done that I'm aware of. So seeing your stuff out there, getting like, we have a short that is me and I forget who.
Chris Baker, I'm pretty sure.
No, just Chris. Remember, just Chris.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll bleep that out. We're talking about Batman that has like, was it like almost 2,000 views? Like you have.
Wait, 2,000?
Yeah,
Dang.
You have a short out there that has 2,000 views. Something
Yeah,
you
that's
created.
that's crazy.
So you can. That's something you could put on your portfolio. Like I did this.
Yeah, on Aaron Ask America.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, who?
Probably.
Well, last time I checked, since we started our TikTok short and Instagram attack, we have doubled our subscribers on both channels. So now we have like 43 on YouTube and like I think 23 or 4 on TikTok.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, for
That's pretty
doing
good.
it here in our living room.
Yeah, basically.
So you're a junior now.
Yeah.
You're back to doing cross country. What is it like? Tell the people who are watching this what it's like to be a junior in 2025.
It's basically the hardest year. Basically, that's what all of our teachers are saying because this is the year like when you start, I guess, applying for colleges or like searching for colleges and stuff. But like they said, like that's like your GPA, your junior year is what shows on your like stuff for college. So like if you have like a 3.5 GPA, that's that year it would show. So you could get like you could get all A's your senior year, but that won't really show. Pretty sure.
So now it's starting to set in that life is about to truly begin.
Man, I gotta take dumb SATs.
Well, you got PSAT, right?
Yeah.
Does that still exist?
I don't know.
It's the pre-SAT, I think, that you can take in your junior year, I think.
Yeah, because there's something I'm taking, I think September 19th, that if I pass it, I don't have to take the SAT or whatever I have to take. I don't have to take it.
I think
Because if I pass it, I don't have to take it.
Okay. Well, the SAT is something you take for college. It's not passing or failing toward your high school. It's something that affects you getting into college.
Yeah, I know.
So if you take a test like next week, you don't have to take a test that will send
No,
yourself
because
to
like if I do
college?
really good on that, then they'll probably just use that.
Okay. Then that's probably the PSAT, don't you think?
Yeah, that's probably pre.
Yeah. So, Texas passed a new law this year.
Oh, yeah, no phones.
No phones. So, like, how is life at school without the addiction of the phone?
Everybody most of the time hates it, but usually what I do is I just play games on my computer because YouTube has a thing on the computers where there's actually like they added games to it, probably because of the school thing. So most of the time, I either go to YouTube to play games, or I just look up an unblocked site that hasn't been blocked yet. And just play games on that.
So you're playing games still while you're at school.
Yes, if I finish all my work, yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm not just gonna sit there and stare at the wall.
But like, what do your classmates think of not being able to stare at their phones in between like classes or anything like that?
I mean, I guess like there's not really that many more fights that much because there was a fight that was actually going to happen because these two girls started arguing and then one of the girls just walked away. And
What does that have to do with
No,
cell
I'm just
phones?
saying people can't like it's harder. Hold on. It's like harder to get into fights because like if you guys want to say something to you guys have to go in person. Like you guys can't text at all.
So are you saying that most of the fights prior to this law passing started in text?
Yes, them like talking smack to each other, and then they're like, then they meet up in the hallways, and then they start throwing down.
That's wild.
Yep, they have
You
to
know
do it
what?
in person
You
now.
know what happened? Well, I mean, fighting generally used to be in person. So back in my day in school, like there was no texting, there was no cell phone. So when people got in a fight, it was something that kind of brewed generally over like a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
like them passing each other in the hallway, or if it was a football player and like a soccer player, and then all of a sudden it would just boil over. And generally, lunchtime is when most of the fights would happen.
Yeah, but like you were saying though about like people, like some people are like, I hate it, it's awful. Some people are like, yeah, it helps me focus more in school. But it also brings us kind of closer together because like if you want to play games, there's something called basket random, where it's like a two-player game. It's like these like flowing characters that can go back and forth, but it's hard to control them. But it's like a basketball game, and that game's been what I've been playing with some of my friends.
Yeah, but like, I guess my whole thought behind school is it's supposed to be about work and learning and not trying to figure out a way to play video games with your friends.
Oh, well, I learned better, I guess.
So, like, you're in school. Mm-hmm. How long is each one of your classes?
50 minutes.
50 minutes. So, out of 50 minutes, how much in each class are you playing video games?
I say like 20.
So 20 minutes. So what, 30 minutes where the teacher's actually doing something, and then the
No.
rest of the time you're playing YouTube games?
No, this is usually what it is. Is so like she'll do all the stuff, but this is like if she's like you guys do this and then you guys are done, then yeah, like I'll get like 30 minutes to play because it won't take that long. But usually like she'll talk for like 10 minutes and tell us what we're doing. And if it's on computer, I'll do it on computer, then play games. But if it's like an assignment where we have to like do like a thing where we're like copying notes and stuff, I don't play on my computer at all. It depends on what we're doing for me to play my games or
And the teacher
anything.
doesn't care that you're playing games?
No, because we don't have anything to do. Like she's like a free if she's like work on work day and I look at Skyward and I have no work, then I'll just play games on my computer the entire period.
So you have entire periods with teachers where they don't teach a lesson. And
It's
you
just a work on work day sometimes.
what is the definition of work on work days?
Like if you're missing something in that class or in other classes, you can work on it this period.
So you go into history class, and you're supposed to learn about history, but it's a work on work day. So if you're behind in English, then you can do an English paper in that class?
It's more like that more happens on like Fridays. Like the work on work days. They don't happen a lot.
But if it happens every Friday,
Not every Friday.
okay. But so I guess what I'm trying to fully grasp is like the amount of time that the teachers are actually teaching versus how much.
Teaching?
Yeah. Well, you said 10 minutes, and then you're kind of free for the next essentially 45 minutes.
I mean, with the notes, it's the entire period of her talking and teaching us stuff. But that's really not all classes because sometimes she'll take like half the period talking and sometimes she'll take the entire period talking. It depends on the day.
Okay, so that kind of makes me feel a little bit better that you're not spending all day in most of your classes playing video games. What's your
Yeah.
favorite class this year?
Astronomy.
Why?
It's because I think I just have a chill teacher and she's like there's like three girls in that class. And she's just a chill teacher and like the stuff that she talks about like aliens and stuff, which I don't believe that aliens exist, but it's like the theories and stuff, this evidence that shows some stuff. It's just like very interesting.
So do you think that you might want to go into astronomy?
Maybe
Nice. So
'cause that's stuff about space.
you mentioned that you don't believe in aliens. Why don't you believe in aliens? You and I have had this discussion
I don't, but
before.
I just don't believe they're real.
Why?
I mean, because like you said though, like God created us as the superior beings of Earth. So like, why would He make another like race that could take us all out, and that have more advanced technology than us, and at any time can just come and just take us out?
But what if the humanoids are on a planet that are inferior to us?
Then, what do you mean by inferior?
Like they can't, like we can't go past a certain point in our solar system because we don't have the technology. So if there was another race, not so much of human, but maybe humanoids that are like 10,000 light years across the universe, and they're like us, where they can't go outside of their, if we left, like we're trying to go to Mars, right? And that's really not that far away.
It's really not. I think that's
Right.
the planet like literally next to us, right?
Right, right. So we're trying
Yeah.
to go to Mars, and that's taking, and we're talking about doing it in the next 20 years.
Yeah.
So if there's another race, I'm just saying, like, there's still. Do you think there may be the possibility?
That there are other humans?
No, not humans, but humanoids.
Maybe.
So
I mean, maybe. Maybe they're like humans.
yeah, but they're just stuck on their planet the way that we're stuck on ours.
Never know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That, like, for me personally, you kind of said what, when you asked me what I told you, where I don't think that God created a group of
Yeah.
beings on this side of the spiritual realm that are
Yeah.
superior to us.
Yeah. And we don't know because our galaxy and universe is just
So
too big. We don't know what's out there.
Yeah, it's so big, and it's there's a lady that I follow on Twitter. I'll have to show you some of her pictures. Like, she was an atheist when she stepped into the field. She became a theist when she started studying the stars, and then theism left. Basically went and got her into Christianity. So when she posts these pictures of the stars, like, she usually puts scripture and stuff with them.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but so outside of astronomy, how is cross country going for you?
It's pretty good because I was very close to beating my PR because I didn't run at all over the summer, maybe 3 times.
What did Mom tell you to do?
And then, but guess what ended up happening? Even though I didn't run the first meet, and then I had another week to practice, and I'm basically almost back because my fastest is a 24:45 for a 3K, and yesterday I ran a 25:15. So I was pretty close.
Yeah.
I was about 30 seconds off.
Do you think that you would be better? Like, you think you have exceeded your PR right now?
Yeah,
if you're
I'd
during
probably be
summer?
running 20s. Most likely.
Yeah.
20s and below, most likely. But I can reach that if I'm already running 25s.
Mm-hmm.
Because beginning of last year, sophomore year, the first meet I ran was I ran a 29. In this meet, I ran a 25. So that's showing improvement.
Yeah.
Now my body's, it's easier for it to rehab it into what I was used to doing.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you're also taller.
Yeah,
And
that
you're
is
stronger.
That is true.
So it
That
takes
it could be too.
It takes you less. Was it momentum or less whatever to do the same thing as you took you last year?
Yeah, because one of my friends that usually beat me every meet, I beat him this meet because he was ahead of me at the beginning. He was ahead of me for 1 mile, and then I was ahead of him the rest of the thing.
Did you push him over when you passed him?
No, but I just ran because he said, "Hey, you want to stay together?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So we stayed together for not even 100. And he started speeding up, and then I was staring at the ground, I was literally zoned out while I was running. So next thing I know, I was ahead of him. And then there's a picture in the group chat that I'm in with all the cross country where it literally shows us close, and then the gap increasingly just keeps increasing.
Yeah, there's a story that I have with a buddy of mine back in high school. Of course, we were running cross country, and we paced with each other through the entire race, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to that last kind of 100 meters, right?
That's full on sprint.
And then it's full on sprint, and then I take off,
Mm-hmm.
and it was when I first met the guy, right? This is how we became friends because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that he was just straight up sprinter.
Mm-hmm.
So I take off, and I'm just I didn't say see ya, but I was like see ya, and then you start taking off, and then this dude blew past me and 3 other people.
Yeah.
And afterwards, his name was Perry. I was like, Perry. I was like, dang. And he's like, yes. So doing stuff like that is fun. I really hope that you're having fun on the bus rides there, because a lot of the stories that I have are bus rides where people chit chatting and us growing together as a team.
Yeah.
Especially when you get freshmen, right? Freshmen are the worst, aren't they?
I mean, the freshmen that we have, We only have 2 freshmen.
No.
So it's not that bad, and they're chill dudes. So like, I don't really like them, but there are some of my friends that are rude. They'll be like, "Hey, freshman, move out the way."
Yeah. Do y'all do anything to the freshmen?
No, we're not. We're not that rude.
Okay,
The
so
most we'll do is if the freshman's doing something, he'll be like, "Hey, freshman, move out the way, dude."
one of the things that started, well, I can't say continue because I don't know. It's been a really long time. But if you're a freshman in cross country, in our locker area, it was like an area that this cage would shut down, and there was a door, so you could lock the entire area off, but then there was still a way to get out. So when you were a freshman, you got locked in the cage with seniors, and they threw tennis balls at you as hard as they
Oh,
could,
that's rude.
and you couldn't pick up the tennis balls. So that was the hazing that the freshmen had to go through. So
Oh, did you have to go through that too?
no, and the reason why is whenever I went to school, so I went to Fossil, and so the first half of the year I was at Keller, so I didn't go to Fossil till halfway through the year because the school wasn't done, and plus at the time there was only sophomores, so it's not like it was just sophomore and freshmen, so there was no juniors or seniors, so we were the first ones that established the game, but.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was about 5 minutes of just being pelted with tennis balls, and then you were a part of the group.
Yeah.
And it all started with these guys that it was called. I forget what it was called. The game of something die like cage die or something crazy like that, where it was all of us just as a team throwing tennis balls at each other, and then it just morphed into hey, this is we're going to do this freshmen. They can't touch the balls, and they have to last 5 minutes, and you can only throw the ball so many times before you get tired. So the 5 minutes was more like 3
3 minutes.
because we're not baseball players. We throw the ball a few times, and then all of a sudden we're just like, okay,
You guys are good.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no hazing for y'all. Y'all are just like forget about it.
No, we don't really care. We just run.
But you say you hate freshmen,
I don't hate them. They're just immature.
and you are mature.
I'm more mature than them. Like they'll be over here like making jokes, laughing. I'll just be standing there with a straight face.
You think maturity? You think maturity?
Not like that.
Is not laughing.
No, not
You're
like that.
Do you just walk around like this?
Yeah, that's all. No, not like that, but just like with a straight face. I mean, there'll be sometimes like I'll like make jokes, but I won't like laugh to them.
So what I'm getting, what I'm getting from you is that the freshmen are having fun by laughing and cutting up, and you're in the corner doing this.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's only 2 of them, but usually it's them 2 just sitting in the corner.
Just laughing and cutting up, having a good time, and you're just over
No, some of
there.
them will just be staring at their phones in the locker room.
That was going to be the other question I ended up asking was so there's a little bit of texting that we've done or you've done with mom while you're doing cross country. So while you're in that area of the school, you're able to get away with texting for a little bit, and then once you enter into the normal school, that's when phone goes in the backpack.
I mean, this is what our coach told us is at 9:15 is when we have to put our phones in our bags.
Okay, makes sense.
And then but we can have them out because school hasn't started, and 2, it's an extracurricular activity. It's not like a part of school yet because we're there like way before school starts. So
Yeah, I know.
we're allowed to have our phones no matter what.
I'm dropping you off, so I get it. So aside from cross country, which you're performing better in, you're gonna I believe you're gonna beat your PR this year, probably this week or next week. How is choir going for you?
It's going pretty good. I sang the national anthem at the varsity game yesterday.
Yeah.
It went pretty well.
And then from what you had mentioned, your choir that you're a part of will be singing at the Bass Hall this year?
Yeah, we're singing at the Bass Hall, and this is I think my second year because we didn't really sing at the Bass Hall that much my middle school year. I think I did 7th grade, and then I did 8th grade. But then this is my 3rd time then.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I don't remember you singing at the Bass Hall because we generally go
Yeah.
because
So I'm
the
singing.
bass
I'm
hall.
singing at the Bass Hall soon. No, not soon, but probably like it's August, maybe in November or December. Maybe we sing.
So when you sing at the bass hall, are you going to do? Is it just a straight up choir thing, or do y'all get to sing like solos?
I think it's both, most likely.
Are you gonna try for a solo or no?
I mean, if they say like there can be Bass Hall solos, maybe I'll do it.
Because I can't remember. Brett went to bass hall, but did he sing a solo? Yeah, he never. Yeah, I don't think he ever sung a solo. Mom's confirming no solo.
Yeah,
So you'd be the first person in the choir to sing a solo at the bass hall, which would be awesome.
that'd be crazy.
Are you gonna sing "The Power of Love"?
Sure.
Are you gonna sing "Freebird"?
Oh yeah, 100% Freebird.
What about what other songs do you like? You were singing that that God song from
Oh yeah, that song. That song that you
Kanye.
showed me. Yeah.
What was the name of that song?
I think God is.
God is.
God
Yeah,
is.
God is
Yeah.
by Kanye. You were singing that today.
Yeah. Because I don't know why it just popped in my head today, and I just started singing it.
I know you were singing over and over and over, and I was like, I'll let it pass. I haven't heard
No,
this
no,
song
I
in
was
forever.
singing like the entire song. I wasn't repeating anything. I was just singing the entire song
I
because I
heard you.
remembered it.
I heard you,
It was crazy.
but I was like, oh, I haven't heard that song in forever.
Yeah, and at least you remembered it because when I was about to get to the end part of it, when I was singing it, and then then Elise remembered and she sang the end of it.
Yeah, that was a quick kind of bolt of lightning. Dude fell off. I know you don't pay attention to pop culture, but he had this moment where he professed Christ, and then everybody was like, "Yay!" And then he kind of lost his mind again for like the
Yeah,
100th time. So he has this gospel album that sits out there with some pretty good songs, and then he's back to being crazy.
yeah,
Shows you that we try and celebrate people that claim to be saved, but then we also still have to be very careful just because of events like Kanye. We were
yeah,
hoping that he got saved, but I don't know.
yeah.
But as far as choir goes, so you're on varsity this year.
Yep.
So varsity choir, and then what's the next step from varsity?
I'll probably. I'm gonna try out for RVB, the Ranger vocal group.
Okay, so, and that's the group that sings in between all the choirs.
Yes, that's the group. If I make it, I'd be singing there at the. I think they show up in the Ranger Review. I think pretty. No, yeah, we sing that. We sing the Christmas like songs, but we're like in the middle of it. Like when you heard the Nightmare Before Christmas song, I'm pretty sure one year. Yeah, like I would be in that group if I make it.
And is there generally juniors in that choir?
You can be usually when you try out, you can be a freshman tryout, and then you would actually fully be in the period your sophomore year. But you can try out as a freshman, so it can be full of. But most of the time, it's usually sophomores, seniors, and juniors. Most of the time,
Yeah. Did you try? This is the first year you tried out for it?
I'm just gonna try out this year, and then do it. Just have it. If I do it, the only thing that'll be a problem is even if I do make it, who knows how I'm gonna have room on my schedule. I don't know.
Why would you not have room on your schedule?
I don't know. Who knows? My period, I might have to take like, I don't know, maybe. Hopefully, I do have room for it. The good thing though is if I keep my fifth lunch, it literally be choir, lunch, choir.
No.
Because fourth period's varsity, then I would have fifth lunch, which I have it this year, and then sixth period is the RVB choir group that sings for sixth period. So I would literally be choir, lunch, choir.
What's your sixth period now?
English.
Where would English go on your schedule?
What do you mean?
Like you have to have English credit to
Oh,
graduate.
it'd probably be seventh.
Okay, what is your seventh now?
Seventh? Algebra 2.
So where would algebra 2 go?
Eighth period.
Okay, what are you going for eighth period? You get what I'm trying to...
Money matters, but that class would go away next year. Like it wouldn't pop on my schedule this year. It would be next year. It would pop on my schedule.
Okay.
So once I finish Money Matters, that I don't have to do that because I don't think you have to take as many electives in for senior year.
Well, I think the electives would fall underneath choir, I think. You
Yeah.
get 2 choir credits, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how it works, but yeah.
When will you try out?
When they have it, it's around the end of the year when they have it. So I'll try out at the end of the year for it.
Okay, see, I thought you were going to try out for it now.
I can't try out for it now. They haven't had the auditions yet. They're around like the end of the year when they have it.
Okay, see, I thought you were about to try out for it now. That's what I was wondering, like, how in the world would you move your schedule around when everything's already set? So you're
Yeah.
talking about being on the choir for next year.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go on there as a junior.
No. I mean, I would go on there as a junior, but I wouldn't be on my period. But eighth period, I mean, not on my eighth period. Next year, it would be on my schedule if I made it.
So let's move on to a topic that's a little bit more lighter, get you away from school. So over the summer, we watched quite a few movies
Yep.
because I'm trying to educate you in moviness, pop culture stuff. What was your favorite movie we watched?
Let's see.
He's like, I don't know what movies we watched over this.
No, I remember the movies. Like, I remember certain movies. I don't remember all of them. But my top three movies, I'll say my top three.
That we watched over the summer.
Top three, like, yeah, over the summer. Just to let you know, these are not, like, in a specific order. I'm just saying them. So, let me remember the name of it. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. I like that movie. Because
Okay.
you showed me that over the summer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then Green Mile.
Okay.
And then Face Off.
Face Off.
I like
feel
that movie.
I feel like you just threw that in. I feel like you were just throwing me a bone since this is.
I'm not.
Since this is the podcast where we ask what movies.
No,
your
but you
favorite.
already asked me that on the first one. I'm pretty sure you asked me
You
already.
haven't seen Con Air yet, though, so
No, maybe I can see Con Air. Maybe during the 4-week break, I could.
yeah, we could watch it tonight.
I mean, we could. Yeah, we
I
could.
just have to look to see what's in the movie. I really don't remember what's in the
And
movie.
even if we do, remember we got a new puppy, so we would have to like
Yeah.
stop it and take her out.
So two of the movies that you liked that
Mm-hmm.
I showed you during the summer were written by the same guy.
Yeah.
The guy that wrote Shawshank is the same guy that wrote Green Mile. I think they were directed by two different guys, but still, the guy by the name of Stephen King wrote these two movies. Have you ever heard that name before?
Stephen King.
Yeah,
Isn't that the same dude who wrote It?
that's right.
Yep. So yeah, I know who he is. I've heard of
So
him.
Stephen King wrote that. He wrote a bunch of horror movies,
Yeah.
and he wrote, I think, a book of short stories that had Shawshank in it and Green
Mm-hmm.
Mile that he wrote underneath a different name, but it is Stephen King that wrote these movies.
Yeah, but I forgot a few more movies. But if
Go ahead.
I liked Patriot, I liked We Were Soldiers. That was a good movie. I enjoyed that movie. It sucks that one dude died.
Which guy?
The guy that like he prayed with at the church,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he ended up dying.
Yeah, the one with the kid.
Yeah, one with the newborn.
Yeah.
That movie was sad. I didn't cry at all though.
Yeah, you laughed during it.
No, I didn't.
Rude.
The only movie that you showed me that I've cried for was The Green Mile.
Yeah.
That's the one that I cried for. But that was the really, and then even though we didn't watch it over the summer, Braveheart, that was a good movie too.
Yeah.
Braveheart's a good movie.
Yep. So you've seen Mel Gibson fight as a Scottish person, William Wallace in Braveheart.
And as a U.S.
You
soldier.
saw him as an American soldier in the Patriot, and then you saw him fight in the Vietnam War as another U.S.
Dude,
soldier.
that war was crazy.
So what you saw was a skirmish, right? That wasn't the beginning and ending of the war in Vietnam. That was the first skirmish between the U.S. and the Vietnam. So to give you an idea of what it was like to be a soldier, there's a movie we can watch called Platoon. So that gives you a different point of view. This Platoon is a movie that takes place kind of right in the middle of the Vietnam War. Our soldiers, fellow Americans, would have to just walk through the jungle just looking for people to kill. And they would be waiting in trees, they would have holes with spikes in them.
Oh, yeah.
And you would be just walking through, and then like you're basically just walking around either waiting to ambush people or to be ambushed. And you were
Yeah.
just in the thick jungle just walking around looking to shoot people. It was a wild war.
No, that's crazy.
Shouldn't have been there to begin with, but that's a whole different conversation that
I mean,
you should know from history. But the first battle that we were soldiers, it was like an open field skirmish, right?
yeah. That one was pretty crazy.
Yep.
Because you could, like, at one point, literally, lightning flashed, and you just saw them coming, and they just start shooting all their bullets because they didn't know they were there.
Yeah.
and it was just dark. And they were like hiding. Americans were like hiding in the bushes because because they were gonna come after them, but they were smarter, so they like laid in the bush. And then when they did, they like jumped out and started shooting all of them.
Yeah.
Even though like we lost, basically kind of lost that one, we did win at least a few battles
We
that I
did.
saw.
The Vietnam War and the way it's viewed in America, we lost.
Yeah,
So we lost that war overall, and we had to send a bunch of our boys out there to die basically for no reason at all.
yeah.
Right, because we ended up turning tail and running, and the South, I can't remember which one we were fighting for, North or South.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was
I think
south.
yeah, I think we were fighting for the South, but either way,
Because north, I guess, is always the bad. I guess, pretty sure. No, I'm joking.
but ultimately, what it boils down to is if when we watch Platoon, because Platoon is one of those movies where it was written by a guy who was there, and so he knows what it's like to go through the jungle, basically just walking around.
Yeah,
Just walking around waiting to get ambushed or or jump somebody when you see them. It's a wild war, very weird. But you also saw half. I want to address this. You didn't laugh at all. We watched about half
Oh, Blazing
of
Saddles?
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that movie?
It was just crazy.
Define crazy for
Like
you.
I'm not used to movies that like say the N word. Like
Right.
I'm not used to those movies.
Yeah.
So like when I'm here, I'm like, dang. I'm surprised those guys didn't get jumped or anything outside of that movie.
Yeah, well, the thing with that is I forget what year that movie was made. I think it was like in the 70s. World was in a totally different place, right? And the way that Mel Brooks, which is the guy that wrote that movie, it was written, it was satire is basically what it was. Everybody involved in the movie, like you saw half of it, and when you didn't laugh at any of the scenes that I thought you were gonna laugh, I was like, let's just cut it off. You're not gonna think this is funny. I mean, the final sequence of the movie to show you how crazy the movie ended up being is there was like this fist fight between all of the people in the town and all the bad guys. They start fighting, like just punching each other, and then they start fighting so much that they fight onto other movie sets. So
That's
they
funny.
cross over into this other movie set where a bunch of guys that are feminine are trying to do this dance, and then they start fighting, and so the fight gets even bigger, and they move into another movie set, and the fight gets even bigger and bigger and bigger, to where like they fought across multiple movie sets and across I think Paramount Studios. It's just over the top funny.
That's pretty
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but yeah, I wanted to show you that movie just so for one to see what your humor level was, just to see if you thought that any of that was funny, and you when you didn't laugh at all, I was like, okay, fine. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see if you thought it was funny,
Yeah.
and it was not. You treated Blazing Saddles like they were freshmen. You went like this, and I'm laughing over in the corner. That's what you did. You treated me like a freshman. You just sat there and didn't laugh at all. With your
Yeah.
with your yeah, with your judging eyes. But okay, so what was your favorite thing about Face Off?
Face Off.
Yeah.
I just liked how like they both had history with each other, and like when they're like stinking fighting and the guys like they're like at that like beach, like the final thing of them fighting, like he's like trying to destroy the guy, so he's like no, and he's basically killing himself, but he's killing the guy that he doesn't like. It's very weird.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, it was the first time in movie history where the both lead actors played the good guy and the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because when they switched faces, right, the good guy became the actor that was playing the bad guy became the good guy, and vice versa. So I think that was the first time in movie history that happened, and just all the action in it. I don't know if you remember a lot of the action, but there was just so much insanity to that movie.
Yeah. Where the guy was like, it's just that guy, and then just shot him.
Yeah, or the scene where everybody has guns pointed at each other
Oh yeah.
at the church. Like, do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I remember that. I think didn't he have his daughter in there?
His daughter wasn't in there. His wife was in there.
Yeah, wife.
The wife was in the middle, and everybody has guns pointed at each other.
Yeah, and then I remember that.
Yeah. As far as the rest of the movies that we watch, why was Shawshank your favorite?
Because it just had a good plot. It had good. It was just pretty. It was just a good movie. It just shows you like how he developed and then how he was so smart to think that he thought it was going to take years for him to get out, but how the pavement was just super kind of soft, like oh, it was easy to break, and he just literally already had his path, and then he stinking decided to crawl through a sewer of poop and pee.
So before it was revealed that Andy didn't kill his wife, did you think that he killed his wife?
No.
You never thought that he did?
If he was in there and it was already showing that he had no expression and he know he didn't, I didn't think he did. I didn't think he did at all. But that's messed up though.
What? The
See,
warden?
no, like just like she cheated and then died,
Yeah.
basically.
But it wasn't, I mean, I guess technically it was her fault because if she wasn't cheating, then she wouldn't have been in the place for her to get shot.
That is true because then
But-
the guy would have just got shot and that was it.
Yeah, or the person that was going to murder whoever
Yeah.
wouldn't have been there. So, but Andy, do you remember his name?
Yeah, Andy.
Andy.
No, I don't know. I forgot.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like movies and just don't mean the same thing to him as me, and it's sad, right? Do you know his last name? No, you can talk. No, she doesn't want to talk. His
Okay.
name is Andy Dufresne.
Yeah.
Do you remember his best friend? Just his first name.
I did.
Do you remember the first thing he said to him? I heard you were a man that can get things.
Oh, yeah. He said that to him.
But who did he say it to?
What's his name?
His name was Red.
Oh, my gosh.
I will ask you a question that I know that you know.
Mm-hmm.
In the Green Mile,
Yeah.
what was the name of the big guy?
The big guy?
What?
I'm trying to remember.
How the heck do you? I thought you were gonna be able to pull that right out.
No. It's just I'm trying to remember.
I can't leave this podcast dead air. I'll give you the hint. Mom drinks a lot of it.
Coke? I forgot his
What
name.
in the world? Do you remember his name? Coffee. John Coffee? Just like the drink, only spelt different?
John Coffee.
How did you forget John Coffee? He made you cry.
Yeah.
I threw you a softball on that one. I figured that you would remember that
Oh,
one.
I forgot. I haven't seen it in a while.
Oh, man, I don't want to throw any more softballs because I don't want
Well,
you
the
to.
thing is, though, if you gave me a quiz and it had A, B, and C and D, and you put all the names, I would know exactly who it was.
All right, well, fine. What was the name of the main character in the John Wick movies?
John Wick movie?
Yeah.
Like his actual name?
No, the name of the character in the movie.
John Wick.
Okay, just want to make sure.
That's rude.
Out of the John Wick movies, which one's your favorite?
Probably number 4 with that cool scene, like where it's like he's in a video game and
Yeah.
he has that gun that just like is like shooting through people that shoots flames at the people.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That was a really good. That was a
my
pretty cool
favorite
gun.
scene of all the John Wick movies. I figured you
Yeah.
might say 4 because of the fact that he got kicked down the stairs.
No, I was just surprised that he died. I thought he was gonna fall to the ground and then it would wake up the movie and him just being alive and him like doing something, hanging out with his dog. I'm pretty sure, but no, I was not expecting it.
Spoilers.
My fault to anybody who's watching.
But yeah, but I would have thought that your favorite thing, because I think you laughed.
Yeah, I
'Cause
did
it
laugh
was a
when he fell
long-
down the stairs because it was just, and then he would stop and the guy would kick him again and then he would just keep falling down
Yeah,
the stairs.
all the way down to the bottom,
Yeah, I felt bad.
right in front of what's it, Kane, when he goes.
Yeah, Kane.
John, Kane. We've got 6 minutes to get up to the fight.
Yeah. And the guy got his daughter
Yeah,
and he got nothing.
he got
Basically.
rest. He got rest.
Yeah.
But little do you know, they're making a John Wick 5.
They are?
So it's possible.
Oh, he faked his death?
He could have. It could be a zombie movie.
Dude, that'd be pretty crazy. Not a zombie, but like him, like it just showing him like in his house, like punching a bag or something like that. Still alive.
Have I told you the rule about movies?
No.
If they don't show a body on screen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only reason I thought he was actually, if he is dead, and this is just him like just faking his death, like he still had the tombstone of his thing, and I think even if he's still alive, like all his stuff it got removed, like he has a clean slate now.
Yeah, he does.
So even if he came back, like he's all chill now, he's fine now.
He should be.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens, he has to go kill a bunch of more people.
That's called John Wick 5. That's the
And
reason
he's probably
why
gonna have to kill more people. That's for sure.
Because you didn't see Ballerina. I did, and it was such a horrible movie that I didn't want to waste your time with it. But
Did John kill her?
No, it's because the main character is not going to be killed, right?
Yeah.
But the scenes with John Wick in the movie, so you don't know a lot about the behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they filmed this movie Ballerina.
Mm-hmm.
They tested the movie, and then it tested poorly. So they pushed the movie back. I think it was a year, and then they did reshoots. They brought in Keanu Reeves. They worked him into the movie, and then they released it for what it was. And most of John Wick's scenes, outside of like a couple of interactions with her, most of John Wick's scenes were by himself. So what they did is they probably went to Keanu Reeves. They gave him a ton of money, and they said, come in here, film a couple of fight scenes, and then you can bounce, because most of his stuff was him just shooting people from long ways away. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's him shooting and then people running into a room and then him beating up a bunch of people. And that was really it. And John Wick was in this movie.
Yeah.
John Wick was in this movie that he should have never been in. The movie should have never been made. But yeah, I mean, if you get bored one day, maybe we'll watch it. But for the most part, there's really no reason to watch the movie. It doesn't make the world of John Wick better. It doesn't grow the world of John Wick at all. It's just like a black eye to the world that they started building for no reason at all.
Yeah.
But as far as your favorite movie that you've seen of all time, do you have even a favorite movie of all time?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Mm-hmm. Why?
It's because that movie just had like a lot of emotion, and it was just it was a very well written and filmed movie. They did a very good job on that movie. Sneaking Tobey Maguire and is it Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those guys, like those, like I've watched all their movies. Like I watched all of Tobey Maguire's movies and all of Andrew Garfield's movies. Like they're all good.
So you've grown up in a world where these movies existed before you did.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on I know how you feel about the first three Spider-Man movies. What do you think about the Amazing Spider-Man, Garfield's movies?
I say that one was really good. The Lizard was pretty good. But I'm saying the second one, I say it wasn't as good because I say they should have made a third one of him like him without Gwen. And like him like trying to relive his life and him trying to figure out what he needs to do. Like kind of like what like he like in the Tobey Maguire movies, like where he actually like it showed him like actually like quitting and then coming back. Like they should have showed him also quitting and then coming back. Like that would have been cool. And maybe him, but he couldn't have fought his dad because his dad died in the first one.
Yeah.
No, the second one. So he couldn't have. The only villain that it showed at the end that he fought was Rhino. And you never know. What's his face could show up because he already fought Electro and all that. I mean, I don't. Mysterio.
Any of the Sinister Six could have shown up that were
like
left
Doc
over.
Ock. Like that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. So I grew up, or not? I grew up. I was old enough. I think I was in my 20s at that point. I had to have been mid-20s when those Amazing Spider-Man movies came out, and the first one was okay for me. But Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, just wasn't what it should have been, and it didn't make enough money to make a third one, so that's why they didn't. And that's why Tom Holland is Spider-Man, is because the Amazing Spider-Man just wasn't as good as or performed as the rest of them.
Yeah, Tom Holland did it. He's a very good Spider-Man. I
Yeah.
think he's really good. But I don't know why he's going to stop at, I think he said he's going to stop at 30, I think you said.
He's already at 3.
That is crazy because this is literally, I think, the first Spider-Man that's going on 4 movies. Because all the other ones ended at either 3 or 2.
Yeah.
And this is the one that's going on 4. It'd be good to see him have like 5 movies.
I would hope that Tom Holland plays Spider-Man until I die.
I know, he's a very good Spider-Man.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy his Spider-Man. There's talks of them going back and making a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey, and there's been talks of the Amazing Spider-Man 3 just because of the way that No Way Home, how nostalgic that they did
Yeah,
with
them
that
like
word.
talking about like them saying, I lost Uncle Ben. I had hatred, so I went and killed the dude that I thought killed him.
Yeah,
He didn't say he forgived the dude that he fought because he didn't talk about the third one. He just talked about him killing who he thought killed his uncle.
Yeah.
And like stinking Andrew Garfield almost crying because he said, I lost Gwen.
yeah.
Like I feel like he lost more than Tobey Maguire did, and then Tom Holland I think lost the most because he lost Iron Man. He lost a lot of people.
Yeah, well, trying to think because Amazing Spider-Man, Garfield lost
His best
Uncle Ben, and he lost Gwen.
and he lost Gwen too.
And whereas Tobey Maguire lost Uncle Ben.
And I think that's really it.
Yeah.
Oh, and he lost his best friend.
Yeah,
He lost
at
his
the-
best
at
friend.
the- at the
Harry.
Harry.
Yeah, because he
At the end.
took a stab from
Yeah,
it
at the
from
end.
the,
So they,
yeah.
they got lost the same amount. But I get what
mean,
you're saying. I get what
yeah,
you're saying.
but he lost more people.
Yeah, No Way Home is probably the best, not second best Spider-Man movie ever made.
Yeah,
So I'm very interested in seeing the next Spider-Man movie
because Venom probably will be in it most likely.
There's rumor that Venom's in it. We know
A
that
symbiote.
I know that you have not had any interaction with the Punisher, but the guy that plays the Punisher is phenomenal, and apparently he is going to be second bill on the card for that movie, and that just means that he is like Spider-Man is top bill, like the movie is Spider-Man, but then like the Punisher is going to be in the movie with him as like a support character. So
Oh, I thought Punisher was a bad guy.
no, Punisher's a good guy. His origin is a gang killed his family, and then he goes around killing bad guys.
Because what used to show up on my shorts, it showed the characters and what the worst thing they ever did, and it showed Punisher, and it said he like threw a guy off of a huge building that was kind of
Well, he's the
innocent.
Punisher, so the
Yeah.
Punisher kills bad guys. Where like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, all these people, they don't kill
Dude,
the bad
it's so
guys.
crazy.
Like, the Punisher actually ends people.
It's so crazy thinking about if like Batman actually killed people.
Batman actually killed people, then he would be one of those Batman that are up there that ends up being the bad guy.
Yeah,
Because that's the reason why he doesn't kill, because he knows once he starts, he won't be able to stop.
yeah.
But I will tell you that maybe before the next Spider-Man movie comes out, maybe we'll watch some Punishers. That way you can see how good this guy is as Punisher, because there's a scene in Daredevil season 2 where he tells Daredevil what happened to him. And I've told people, I've told your mom, like if this monologue where he was acting in front of Daredevil, telling him what happened to him and his family, if it happened on any other show that wasn't called Daredevil, that guy that plays Punisher would have gotten an award for his performance. It's an absolute phenomenal moment in the show where he's just like, let me tell you something. He calls Daredevil Red. Let me tell you something, Red, and he just lays it out what happened to him, and it's wild. So yeah, you'll have to watch that. So when you go into Spider-Man, you won't be going in blind. You'll be like, I know that's the Punisher,
That's
but
the same
you
with
have
Deadpool and
but you have
Wolverine.
no connection to him at all. So,
Yeah.
but we've talked about lots of things. Let's end the show on a super, super, super high note. So it's going to start off low, but we're going to end really high. So about 2 weeks ago, we had to put down our sweet puppy, Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie the puppy.
Yeah. So I had mentioned to you that we probably weren't going to look for dogs probably until my birthday, and then you
Yeah.
came and sat down next to me.
Yeah.
Was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Like, have you stopped looking? I said yes.
Yeah,
and
but
then when
there's
you
the sweet puppy.
and then when you asked me that, I went ahead and I opened up Craigslist and I just clicked on pets for no reason at all, just because you sat down and asked me if I've looked. And then there was this Australian Shepherd that was at the top. It was the top one. It had
Yeah.
just posted 15 minutes ago. And I said, look at this puppy.
Yep, and
And then
she's in the cage right there.
I showed Mom, and she's like, "That's a sweet looking puppy." And then I showed Elise, and you had already looked at the puppy. And then I text a lady, and within about an hour and a half of you asking me about a
Yep.
dog,
There we go.
we were home with the dog, and now we have a sweet little 8-week, 7-week-old Australian Shepherd puppy that is warming our hearts.
Yep.
So we're thankful for that.
Yeah. The only bad thing though is when we because the pictures are gonna show of when we got her, and that's like the exact date we got Frankie too,
Yeah.
like the day before.
Yeah, 4 years ago. 4 years ago to the day, to the actual date, Thursday, is when we got our sweet puppy Frankie.
Yeah.
And then 4 years later, she's passed, and we have a new Australian Shepherd, beautiful puppy.
Yeah, she's a very good puppy, even though she's a stinking monster.
Yeah, she's a grizzly bear. You guys haven't heard her speak that much because she's over there asleep. So, but
Yeah.
I thought about grabbing her and putting her on camera, but she is out. I don't want to mess with her, so let her sleep, and then we'll get her going after all this, and then hopefully she'll sleep tonight.
Yeah, because she's been doing very good during this. 'Cause I was expecting her to make some noise, but no, she's just been being there, being a good girl. I've had heard her like move a little bit, but she's been a good girl. That's for sure.
Yep. All right, producer,
Yep.
son, half owner of the show. Where
Yep.
do you see this podcast going in the next year?
A year, I think it'll keep going higher. We just gotta keep staying with it for doing at least one every single week. And if we can't, do somebody like that is very close to us, or at least never know. You could do one with Mom over there. You could do one with Elise, because I know she would 100% want to do one.
Yeah.
If we could, and then just keep it going. Even if it's the same people. If people like our show and they want to keep seeing it go, then they don't care if they see the same person,
It's true.
just have a different conversation with the person,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about the stuff that we talked about last interview,
Yeah.
just talking about something different. It's nice and fresh.
Next time we'll talk about world events.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm joking.
So, Dexter,
Yep.
thank you for coming on the show today,
You're welcome.
and I thank you for all of the producing that you do.
Thank you.
And with that being said, this has been Aaron Ask America. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about the show.
Aaron Ask America, we're talking real life. Truth, love, and struggle, no filters, no hype. From the heart of the people to the soul of the land, he's asking the questions you'll understand. Aaron Ask America.